Day 22 of the low cost advent calendar, and it's been an interesting calendar along the way. There's been some very good beers, and some beers with massive heads, and a couple of sours along the way. So God knows what's coming today. Always going to be interesting. Let's open that door, number 22. I was thinking of saving this box for next year, but the box is knackered. Interesting. So, from Pentrich Brewing Company, it's their Sonic Reducer. 5.3% ABV pale ale, brewed with Simcoe, Columbus, Chinook, and Centennial hops. And it doesn't really say anything. It was canned on the 25th of the 7th, 2020. Best before 25th of the 1st, 2021. So not a long date on the cans. That's interesting. You know, you'd think they'd have a good long date. Do cans not last as long as bottles? Good evening. I've had one of theirs before. I think it was quite expensive, actually. I bought it from Apology in West Bridgeford. Bloody a beer shop that don't have prices on the beers, which is a bit. You're there, you know, you're picking the beers up and you think, I don't know what the price is. Oh, I suppose so. So only my second beer from these fellas. Right. I noticed that Imperial Russian Stout that I brewed. My God, the hops are very powerful. Very. There we go. I do love that little shelf. Do you like my portrait? It's cracking, isn't it? It's getting changed soon. I did it for the chocolate mild that I drank, the coconut mild. Oh, that was one beer and a half. So obviously, orangey looking pour, white head. Lovely juicy aroma. Definitely get the hops. And sometimes with hops, I get a weird whiff with some hops. The last beer that beer just then, I got like a farmyard bloody smell to it. Hey, that was amazing. So I drank a Blue Monkey beer the night before. Then I got that bottle was actually sent to me for free. So hey, bloody hell. If anybody wants, sending free bottles is awesome. And it was tasted lovely as well. So, you know, even better. 4%. Love a 7% version, but that's just the alcoholic coming out. But yeah, and then the Baboonska coming out as well, like a triple review of Blue Monkey. I mean, they are a good brewery. Although at a party, when we was there at the party, people were pissing outside because there was only one toilet. And obviously, you know, blokes, when they've had a drink, it's piss anyway. Someone complained and they were going to send the police round. So they were going to close the party. That's interesting. And I did get a whiff. I thought, what the hell's this? And it's like this. I can smell the tropicalness of it, but I can also can pick out the hops as well. And that's before I've even had any yet. So yeah, I'll do that fact say at 7 o'clock because obviously it's a 1 litre can, isn't it? Yeah, so it'll be a good half an hour review at 7. And also give me time for me to recover. Sit on the settee and watch a Christmas film probably. And probably cook the wife some dinner. Unless she cooks. Oh, that's got a nice bite to it. It's the royal one. I didn't get another 10%. I might do that because it is nice. And yeah, the Happy Holidays, the royal one. It's another Christmassy type beer at least. So I haven't watched the news today, so God knows what's happening. Let's hope you feel sorry for all them lorry drivers, don't you? Stuck down in Kent and on the other side as well. B&M had quite a few of those cans, 10% and the Royal ones. I've had that before with the Farmyard. I did a beer review one day, and it might have been from the same company. And I'm there, and I'm like, I'm getting a right whiff here. And I thought to myself, maybe it's just my nose. Maybe I've smelt something. Because, you know, when you work outside, and obviously your nose, in your nose hairs, you're breathing in. So if you've worked somewhere smelly that day, like round a pond, like I did the other day, for the whole night I got home, I could smell that pond element coming through my bloody, your nose. And so you're there drinking beer, you think, beer tastes shit, it smells like shit. And it's not, it's because I can still smell, in your nose hairs. So it might be a thing when you do reviews to watch out what you've been working, where you've been working that day. I thought it was a very good, lot more beer than lager, but yeah, very nice though. And the strength is definitely very interesting. After Christmas, I want to try the other two Peronis that are out. The Gran Reserva Rosso. Doppio Malta I've had loads of times, but there is another one as well. Yeah, we've done all our shopping. Because of yesterday, we're getting messages from friends in Manchester, in Nottingham, saying that no, I've not tried them. Wow. Saying that the shops are getting rammed for people taking all the veg, and you think, bloody hell, Christmas dinner. So we went today to Asda, and apart from potatoes, there wasn't a lot of selection. There were potatoes there, but them 20p ones, they'd all gone. But the media are stirring they are stoking it all. %, OJ beers. I'll have to try and remember that one. I definitely want to try some new beers from different breweries after Christmas. I mean, for me, Lowcostbeer is my favourite port of call for that, because they have some weird and wacky beers. They've updated today. There's a couple of new draft beers on there today. And I've had the pennies. I'd have that tiny Rebel one. But 18 quid for a litre, just out of our price range at the moment. I mean, it's like basically 9 quid a bottle, so it's not a bad price really, but so this nice, juicy, bitey little number. Very refreshing. I think the last one they had from Pentrich was about 8 or 9%. So this, what is it, 5%? Yeah, 5.3. So quite sessionable, really. So I won't be going up the arse, walking up the arse, feeling drunk. Probably a good thing as well. Don't want to be upsetting the wife on the run-up to Christmas. If she came down the shed and realised how much beer I'd been buying and brewed. Yeah, Derbyshire-based brewery, and I've seen these in many of the the big online shops. Good evening. No, not at all. It's nice, easy drinking, tropical nose, very hoppy on the nose as well. Good, nice taste. Obviously it's unfiltered, as you can see. It looks like orange juice wine, to be fair. Yeah, hazy. And very easy drinking. I'm not really a pale ale fan, but I must admit there's been a lot of pale ales in this Lowcostbeer advent calendar. Last night's was a pale as well, and I had to Google it. The thing about the one from last night, where is it? I've chucked the bottle. From Colonel Brewery. They do pale ales, but they use the same ingredients, but they change the hops on every brew. So sometimes it's got Citra and Motueka in. Sometimes it's just got Centennial in. Very interesting way of changing your beers, but using the same ingredients, bar the hops. So interesting, you know. I've not seen that variant before, where they just change the hops to get a different tasting beer. And the ABV changes ever so slightly as well with the hops. And on their site, because I went on their site to be nosy, I wanted to get the description to put it on my YouTube. You know, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? You know, I mean, in some ways, as a home brewer, I'm trying to do the same thing with the likes of Wilco's Stout by playing around with it, keeping the core stout, and just seeing what I can chuck in with it. The only problem with that is I'll end up with that much beer that I'll just end up giving loads away. I mean, I gave a friend away the other day 10 bottles. You know, she was happy. Yeah, I wonder if they do. Totally Brewed, Nottingham Brewery. They do the same with their stouts. They do a lot of different versions. Oh, I missed that. Come back up in a minute. I mean, there's been quite a few Colonel breweries in this advent calendar. And at the end of the 24 days, probably on Christmas Day itself, I'll do a quick review. I'll look back through the reviews of each day and just review the calendars. And were they good value for money, good range of beers? It'd be interesting, you know. But obviously, with any advent calendar, it's no. What happened was I was in the woods burning a load of brash, and I got a phone call. Oh, bless you! I got a phone call from the boss. It says, "Can you go up the front? Somebody's rang me to say that they've clipped a pillar at Kelham." All right. It says it's probably across the road, but go and have a look, see what you think. I got up there, and somebody's twatted the pillar. They drove into it. A woman drove into it and knocked the pillar over. Home bargains do some nice stuff. So yeah, you've got to get the builders out. It's quite funny that they admitted to it, because most people wouldn't admit to it. I bet that's to say, I've just had an email, but that's to say I'm online. It makes me piss. Good old YouTube. Oh, love it. It's, you know, it's yeah, it makes me laugh. I don't know what it is with YouTube. They do make you laugh. So very different to yesterday, more juicy tropical beer. Pentrich do make some nice stuff. And I've seen this all over the country at loads of different beer shops and online shops. So, and I've actually seen this one on Lowcostbeer's website at one stage. So, I want to go down to that Smiling Grape shop at some stage. It's in Cambridge, so obviously at the moment you're not really supposed to be travelling anywhere. But once COVID goes and does one, I want to go down there, take a bit of cash from me, and see what they've got, because the shop's cheaper than what you get it online. I've noticed that, and they've amazing wines as well, not just beers but wines as well, and all that draft stuff. Plus, have a natter with the people who own it. One day, when we're allowed to go freely about our paths, not like at the moment where we're all shutting up in our own homes. It doesn't feel like a normal Christmas in any way, shape, or form, and it's weird because you can see how it's affecting families. You know, my wife will not be able to see her mum, and not be able to come into her mum. My mother-in-law was supposed to come to the house on Christmas Day. Her husband, you know, the father-in-law, he's turned around and says, because she's in the vulnerable thing, not allowed to come anywhere near. And it is a bit, bless you. I'd love to go to some beer festivals next year. Christmas in Isolation, Imperial IPA. Tell you what, I want to brew an Imperial ginger beer. I've never seen an Imperial ginger beer, and I want to brew that next year. Even get two kits, ginger beer kits. Ramp up the bloody sugar, put champagne yeast in, and also boil some ginger root as well for added fire. Maybe chuck a couple of chilies in just to really ramp it up. Chuck that all in and see what it does. I mean, I can't do what the popping brewers do, but it'd be an interesting thing, wouldn't it? You know, trying your own super brews. Yeah, I do as well. Terrible. I think it's really bad that both the governments have not sorted this out. Yes, there's an issue. Test them quickly. They've got these quick tests now. Test all the drivers quickly. Get it done. Get them through. Get it all moving again. Fuck's sakes. People's Christmases you're messing about with. I mean, some people don't really care about Christmas, but that's fair play to them. But for them that do, it's not fun. Sat in a truck. Hope they're getting paid for it and paid well. "40 minutes. See, I haven't had one test yet. Then again, working on my own, there's not very much need. Simply Ginger Beer Kit is an amazing kit as well. So, a little bit of sediment. Another email. That's probably to tell me I was doing a review half an hour ago. So, a little bit of sediment in the bottom of this. So, you know, obviously a bit of a can conditioned beer. Thank God it didn't spew out all over the place. So for me, a nice, if you like your tropical tasting pale ales, you'll love this. I'm not a massive pale ale fan, but I do appreciate both the aroma, good hoppy and tropical all in one. You can definitely pick out the differences. Good taste throughout. Yeah, it is juicy. And there's definitely some sediment in the bottom. I don't know if you can see on the camera. Yeah, a bit of sediment in the bottom. So, don't normally get that with it, especially out of cans. Unless they actually are bowl conditioned. Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, it was nice enough. 5.3%. Not too strong. Probably a good thing as well. So don't be getting the red card off the wife. And good evening. Oh, bless you. Highlands of Scotland. Wow. You know, you look around, we all dream of going abroad, but there's some amazing. I mean, my wife's family comes from Northern Ireland. And, you know, you're driving over from Belfast, which isn't very nice, over to Londonderry. Some of the countryside's amazing. And then you see photos of the countryside around Scotland and Wales as well. And even England as well, I suppose. But where they haven't built, where you just get the lovely countryside. There's some amazing countryside. Why the hell do we need the rest of the world? And also, they make some bloody good whiskey. Don't they? And, oh, bless. Got whiskey. I mean, I've only been on one whiskey tasting course, and that was for Sainsbury's. And 13 different whiskies. We had this spittoon, and nobody used it. I did on one whiskey. It was so peaty, I could not. Oh, lovely. Moray. I've heard that in whiskies before. Oh, yeah. You know, for people who live, I mean, it's all right living in the city. But there's nothing compared to. Ooh. It's funny, you know, when I was when we did last go to Londonderry, Tesco's, their shops have so many beers from Northern Ireland, all on a £4 for £6 deal. And next time we go across, once COVID's gone and done because we're all gonna have a big party once this is over. We'll go across, take the car. It'll cost a bit more, but sod the cost. I want to go to the theme park over there as well, Tato Park. And go there, enjoy the theme park, couple of days at the theme park, couple of days with the family, and then get an absolute bootful of beers, all from Northern Ireland. Oh, bless you. Hey, a man with a plan. But yeah, as it with Scotland, you know, definitely want to go up there. So yeah, 4.2 for this beer. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Another good addition to this Lowcostbeer advent calendar. And if everyone's around later, round about, what time is it now? It's about 4:30 or something. It's gone dark. Round about, say 7 o'clock, I'll cook my dinner first, and then I'm going to review this fella. 1 litre can as well. Oh, bless you. Two good glasses full. And we'll see what it tastes like. 10 to 5. Yeah, I've been down the shed a while. The wife will think I've done 2 reviews. I'll say, no, I've done 1. That'd been good. Right, thank you all for watching, commenting, and it's great to see everyone. Cheers. I hope you all have a nice afternoon, especially if you're at work. Right, thanks for watching. See you later. Cheers.